as of this air date, we have lost a huge media mogul in Reg Grundy. Um, he died over the age of 90, and he not only produced a lot of game shows here in the U.S., but he also did the same for not only the U.K. but his home of Australia as well. He also did some shows in the drama world as well. For those you who don't know, his shows here in the U.S. include such shows as Scrabble, Sell the Century, Time Machine, Bruce Forsyth's Hot Streak, and so many including a revival of Scrabble and a new game show back then, categories and small talk. What do I think of Mr. Reg Grundy? Now, even though he may not have got along with his employees, the shows they have done, he had picked the right people to do the job. Because if it was for those people, any of his shows would not even made it to air. And it will always be an honor for any announcer to say, "This show is a Reg Grundy production." That's just how the man is. And you know what? And it's crazy. I even found out that he did his own version of Wheel of Fortune way back when in Australia. Yeah, I didn't know that. But this man, I ain't gonna lie, he meant a lot. He meant a lot to me. He was part of my childhood, to be honest with you. And it sucks that when you hear that he had passed away, but his legacy will live on, and it will continue to do so. So, Mr. Grundy, thank you very much for everything you have done, and I'm sure all the people involved with anything Reg Grundy Productions and Fremantle Media will say, rest in paradise. Thank you, sir.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm sorry that I had to squeeze myself into this situation right here at the LB Studios in Dallas, Texas. But I just want to give my 2 cents on this man by the name of Reg Grundy. This guy was a fucking genius, if you think about it. People, including myself, had called him, the equivalent of, how Mark Goodson was in the United States. Everybody has pretty much said the right thing about that because Reg Grundy had the ability to sell his formats outside of his home country of Australia and made it such a really, really big success. Especially, how Sell the Century was on NBC in the 1980s in the United States of America. It was a huge show, and it brought Press Your Luck to its knees, and it was about to bring The Price is Right to its knees. Same could be said about Scrabble, which is my personal favorite Reg Grundy show. And yeah, that was pretty much it. uh, the sheer impact that Reg Grundy has had on daytime television in the 1980s was huge, and it made our producers rethink what we should do about our game shows. His shows, like especially Sell the Century, was so fast paced, and it actually kept hold of the viewer. And even though Save the Century was an American property, because it was adapted from a game show from the 1970s. It was hosted by Jim Kelly, and it was later hosted by Joe Gargiola. Uh, he made it so where the format could be more appealing, and it was, and he made it into a success. Um, with Scrabble, same thing. There was a certain aura about his game shows that that was present. I mean, the game show host felt at home, the announcer felt at home, everybody felt at Same can be said about Mark Goodson, Bill Todman Productions. They fell at home. I think what Reg Grundy has built a model for was that instead of Mark Goodson, was set aside from Reg Grundy, Mark Goodson, was that his shows were high stakes. They really were. And I think he set the standard for the success of the success of what Endemol has had in the United States. Because in my opinion, I think he was the first foreign producer when it comes to game shows and reality programming to actually have success in the United States. So yeah, I think John the Mall had probably learned from some lessons from Mr. Grundy. And yeah, Reg Grundy, he was a genius. He really was. And thank goodness, we were able to have Sell the Century and Scrabble here in the U.S. But yeah, I'm pretty sure NBC wants to thank him. ColeyD wants to thank him. And game shows like me and everybody else wants to thank him for what he have done for us. I didn't grow up on Reg Grundy because I came here late in the game. I really did. So just to see episodes of Sell the Century, it was really exciting to watch. I loved it, and yeah, it was really fun, and that's what Reg Grundy Productions pretty much had said is. That's what Reg Grundy Productions has taught us. Just have fun, sit back, relax, and see people win big money. So yeah, thank you, Reg Grundy, and may you rest in paradise.
Time for us to give the wheel a big spin and add another prize to the list. Of course, we
Reg
already
Grundy built a worldwide game show empire out of Wheel of Fortune.
Number 5.
I shall stay with the black, Reg.
You will stay with black. Right, let's have a look at number 5. And black, you have won a Hestia Foundation garment wardrobe. Your wife will be delighted with this. It will be of no use to you at all, of course, Don. But you're sort of putting yourself in good stead with your wife by winning these beautiful prizes.
Total of winning's one of our all-time big winners, everybody. $213,712. Passing our big wishes to the West, everyone on through Channel 9 and Perth. We'll be back on Monday, everybody, with 3 maiden handicappers and a whole new lot of prizes and things. See you then. Keep smiling and prosper together. Bye-bye. Hope everybody calls tomorrow.
Television production to the 9 Network. Peter Smith speaking.
Family Feud is a Grundy Organization production recorded for the 9 Network. John Blackman speaking.
This is a Reg Grundy production.
Scrabble is a Reg Grundy production. Storyline is a Reg Grundy production. Scrabble is a Reg Grundy production.
Organization production for the 9 Network. Peter Smith speaking. Time of 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Produced for Sky Channel, this is a Reg Grundy production.
This is a Grundy television production for the 9 Network. Peter Smith speaking.
This is a Grundy television production in association with Network 10 Australia. Bruce Mansfield speaking.